Hey, so this is the video to everyone that's calling me, asking me how to approach the situation and stuff like that. I don't know what you guys should do. So I'm not the person that you guys should ask. I think you should look up the CDC. I think you guys should look up all of these companies that know what's going on. Because if you ask me, like I said, I didn't think that this thing was that serious. I still don't think it's that serious, but you know, what do I know? What I am gonna say is I'm gonna make this video about perspective and about what's going on, and I feel like this is God trying to center all of us. You know, I don't want to become a preacher or put this into like, you know, something crazy, but I do feel like God is just trying to center all of us. You know, in the moment of isolation, you find out who you really are. God is forcing us, I feel, to be isolated from everything else of the outside world. We are now in our homes. We are now subjected to be with family, subjected to be with these circumstances, subjected to have to deal with tough things, you know, not knowing how we're going to have to eat. Might have to ration food, ration toilet paper, ration other things of that nature. I feel like when you put it into perspective, looking at how we've lived our lives, you know, is it financially, emotionally, and mentally feasible for the next generation, for our lives outside of this? Okay? When I went to college, I went to a college where it was small, lower than other colleges, but it was isolated. Compared to New York City, it was like, you probably would have thought it was like one of those hills have eyes towns. You know, you probably would have thought like something was going to jump out the woods and probably attack you. In the moment that I was at this college, I actually developed a bigger relationship with God. The guys that I was rooming with and the guys that I was around, you know, believed in God as well. It made it that much easier for us to build on our relationship with God and actually see things unfold. Having conversations with my boy GT and having conversations with even my little brother, you know, he put into perspective about why he believes and why he doesn't believe in God, you know, opened my eyes to other things. One thing I'm going to say is I think about my relationship with God, and I feel like God looks at my heart. I feel like not so much as my actions. Obviously, he does look at the actions, but I feel like he knows my heart and what I do mean. I feel like he knows my intentions, and although all my intentions are not, you know, good, although I have the right intentions, you know, I feel like he pays attention to that. But also, off the right intentions, we have created war, we have created a lot of turmoil, we have created poverty for other nations and things of that nature. So I won't talk too much on intentions and possible good outcomes, you know. But what I am going to say is in this moment, I feel like God is asking us to hone in on our thoughts, to seek him out, to look at this time as a time to build our relationship with him and figure out how things can be better and how things can be more. Another sucky part is that this is my allergy season, and my allergy season is coming at the same time as this little corona thing, so I keep sniffling and this and that, and it's annoying. But I do feel like at this point in time, it's different. My mom is an old school Christian. You know, she's a Christian where it's like, you know, one size fits all. You know, she's used to one way. That's the way that she was raised. That's the way that she believes in God. And, you know, that's that. I feel like for my life, I feel like I'm more urbanized as far as my relationship with Christ. I feel like I don't believe because of how she raised me in it. I believe because of my experiences. And the same way that I've adapted from her belief, I feel like anyone after me is going to adapt from that belief. You know what I mean? My brother might not believe like how I believe. He might believe from something astronomical that might, you know, impact his life. But everybody, you know, finds their belief off of their own. I feel like now that we're forced to be isolated, now we're forced to be in the crib, now we're forced to not be distracted by movies, television, TV shows. I mean, although we might binge, after a while you ain't gonna be able to watch everything. You know, we might be forced to read. We might be forced to pay attention. And now people are posting and promoting all of this, you know, biblical this and biblical that. People are now starting to focus in on the Bible. And I don't know if it's out of fear or what, but however, it's making you focus on the Bible. It's making you focus on, you know, your Word of God. I feel like in this time, you have to put into perspective about a lot of things. Do you have the essential needs that you need for your household? You know what I mean? I mean mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Like, have you created a foundation where you guys feel like, you know, you guys are good no matter what happens? Financially, do you have the money? Do you have the money financially to take care of the necessary needs that you need for your family? You know what I mean? Like, do you have the money that's sitting there, whether it's $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to to be okay if you guys if you guys never got paid again? You know, would you be okay with that? If you're not okay with that, then you gotta figure out what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I have people calling me now, you know, asking me questions about this, and have people asking me so many different things, and it's just like, I don't have all the answers. But in this moment right now, I'm going to seize it. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to be like, okay, God, talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, forgive me for, you know, not seeking you out more than I should, more than I could. But with this platform, maybe when I'm putting out, I can get your word across even bigger. You know, I don't know what you guys believe in. I don't know what you guys trust in. I don't know if you guys believe in the stars, if you believe in God, Buddha, this one, that one, copy, cool. But however, there's something that's happening that we're all having the same dream. We're all having the same, you know, consciousness. We're all on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't believe in the, you know, the leader of the free world right now. A lot of people are so focused on, this could be a conspiracy, this could be this could be that. I agree. I agree with so many different things. But what I am going to pay attention to is the fact of the matter is how can you make a positive of a bad situation? You know, they're saying that this can go on for a couple of days, weeks. It can even take out the summer. You know, that's months. So months, what are you going to do about your mindset? How are you going to change your life when things adapt from this? There's no NBA, no MLB, no NFL, NCAA. People have lost college eligibility. You know, people will not play basketball ever again. The seniors, softball, volleyball, like so many people are losing out on so much. But for what? I feel like God is abruptly making sure that we take a step back and look at what's going on. You know, I feel like this is just my perspective. This is not something that I'm trying to instill into you guys. This is my perspective of what I think. I feel like we have to just take heed to what's going on and don't overreact. There's no reason that you need to be worried and be like, oh my God, my life is about to end. I need to figure something out. Chill. I feel like everything is okay, but I do think that we should put into perspective about what's happening. You know, before, when I would listen to my mom talk about God, you know, she always had that exhilarating, like, first love feel for God. She always had that Jesus, you know, he's just so wonderful and things of that nature. And I never understood it. You know, I never grasped it from that point. You know, I never grasped it like that. But I never knocked it. One thing I never do is I don't play with God. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I never knocked how she felt about it. But when I felt about it, it was like he was like a big brother to me, like you know, like a pops, like, you know, like God, you know, like I need you. You know, like talk to me, like put me in check, let me know what's up. And I feel like he's doing that now. I feel like he's doing that now with all of us. You know, it's like, seek me out. You know, things are not where they need to be at. We need to be in a better space, a better wavelength, a better understanding of what's going on. And we need to make sure that we're on it now. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more of a partnership, more of a relationship, rather than the I'm disappointing you type thing. Like, obviously, I do feel like it's very hard to live by every single law in the Bible. I do feel like it's very hard to live our life so perfectly. But I feel like if God knows our heart, if he actually knows our heart and knows what we intend to do and what we intend to put forth, I feel like that puts a whole different perspective on life. I feel like that's a whole different thing. Now, of course, you know, God gives us free will. So I do feel like, you know, if you guys think things are getting crazy, stack up more food. You know what I mean? Even if you don't use it, at least you got groceries, so you ain't got to spend too much money on takeout. You know what I mean? So stack up on necessary food, stack up on necessary waters. You know, of course, take care of yourself. Of course, do those things that you do need. But don't overreact. Don't buy 10,000 sanitizers. Don't buy 10,000 toilet tissues and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't be idiotic towards the situation. You know, be knowledgeable. But also think about, why is this happening? Like, I hear people saying, oh, it's happening because people in China are eating dogs and chickens. No, that is not why it's happening. Microorganisms are always adapting, are always, you know, becoming new, always becoming new strands. There's so many diseases in the world that people don't have, that people are not showing symptoms for. We cannot subject ourselves to thinking that it came from one ethnicity or one place and stuff like that. We don't know where it came from. We're listening to the news, and the news only puts out propaganda. You never see them put out anything positive. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But however, through the midst of all of this nonsense and all this toxicity, this is the time I feel like we should seek out God. This is the time I feel like that we should really hone in on our relationship, really hone in on how we could be better, really hone in on our cohesiveness and how we live our lives. If you don't have money saved up, I feel like right now after this you need to save some money up. You know, what is your emergency bank account looking like? You know, what is your food looking like? You know, what is the mental of your children, of your loved one, of your significant other? These are the things that I'm thinking about when you put it to perspective. And I didn't have this structured or construed about, oh, maybe this is what I should make a video about. Nah, this is just my perspective. I just feel like God is just asking us, like, seek me out. This is the time that we need to build that relationship. Because the world, we don't know which direction it's going to go. Build your relationship with God now, because you never know what's next. Life is too short. Like I said, Kobe just passed. You know, broke my heart. But putting that into perspective, I feel like, you know, we all just need to pay attention to a lot. Pay attention to a lot. I hope you guys are safe in this moment. I hope you guys are safe in this epidemic that's going on. Always wash your hands. Always do yada yada. And also make sure you work out. A strong immune system will fight off all of this stuff. But this is my perspective. You know, I'm gonna give you guys the platform to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And for everybody that's been commenting, you know, I want to apologize if I haven't been commenting back. But I have like over 1,000 comments, and I promise I'm gonna get back to every single one of y'all. Okay. Talk to you guys later. It's your boy Matt Thomas, your boy Royalty, and this is my perception on God getting our attention. Okay? Later.